I'm just gonna look at your face and think about life.
The passion for nature and sport. I actually do think that it's important for people to how should I put this? Like touch grass.
Connect to the nature.
Yeah, connect, spend time in the nature, or like
Yeah,
do
with
stuff.
Mother Nature.
Yeah, because it's like it's so easy to be stuck in a cycle in life, and you blink your eyes. Oh, God, I'm 50 years old now. You know what I mean?
I'm 50 and I can't paddle a board.
Right, and I can no longer. I think this is actually one of our friends. Her
Her
worries.
dad, right? Oh, her worry.
Her
Okay.
dad.
Her dad is like super into sport and he's like 60 something, just running
Oh.
around every day. Dude, I'm impressed by that guy, to be honest. Like,
Right.
he's doing mountain bike, he's doing sales, like all those like hardcore activity at like 50 something, 60. Like, that guy's insane.
Yeah, actually, my dad also. He's I think I want to say 61 or 60 or 61 or 62, and he's like he goes sailing. He plays he used to play golf, but not anymore. I think he hurt his back or something, and he like goes biking or whatever. He loves the outdoor activity, and it's like, oh wow, that's what I want to be when I grow older, right? Because if I think being active in general, not even just like touching nature, but being active in general, it would like stimulate your mind and body to keep
Oh,
it
for sure, for sure.
fresh.
It's like at least I move around, right?
Right.
It's like my dad like recently, cause we can't go anywhere in Hong Kong. There's literally nowhere to go, and he used to play golf in China, right? Like he would like spend like 1 month, maybe two of the weeks he would go back to China and play golf, and spend time there. So right now he can't. It's like 2 years already. He's just stuck in this home, and now recently he decided to go for walks, like just like go out and walk.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean that's actually like better than absolutely doing nothing at home, right? I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, and
Yeah.
he could go to like those driving range and like give a quite few strokes in, but actually golf is a lot more tiring than I thought. Like you sweat a lot, but other than that, it's all good and it's
It,
smooth.
it's so interesting that like I guess you guys, our friend group, kind of just got into golf recently as of like this year or something like that, and the time is so weird because my cousin invited me to start playing golf, and I started to getting into golf also recently. And as a kid, I hated golf. I don't know why, but my dad would take us golfing. But since it was a sport he liked and we didn't really like that much, I felt very bored playing golf. And but older now, since I had like a little bit, I experienced it a little bit when I was younger. I'm like I pick it up faster than like a normal person, I guess. And so why I don't know, is it the same for you guys where like, oh, golf was such a boring sport, and now that we're kind of older, it's like, oh, it's pretty interesting, I
No,
guess.
for me is I actually got like those coaches and stuff, like, but there's still I think it was just like I didn't have the patience to listen to him or like follow the instruction, and I do kind of regret it because I didn't really pay attention much, and it took me so many years. Like it was actually like few months ago that I actually understand how to hit the ball. Like because in golf, you're talking about the percentage that you actually like land the ball and like accurately go to that set location, right? Like
Right.
you have to be consistent. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Consistency is super important in golf, and you can't like because my worry for golf is if I pay that much amount of money to go into a golf course, I don't want to miss. Like that would be the worst thing possible. Not only does it look bad for me, I'm holding up everyone behind me. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's my biggest worry. I'm always super panicky about that. But yeah.
Right. I think you're right. It's the patience. It's the lack of patience when as a kid, right? Because I think when I was a kid, my mentality was, oh, I just have to hit this ball as hard as I can with this
Right,
stick,
right.
right? So just keep doing it, right? But now it's every time I play on the course, like, oh shit, and I have to buy balls for myself, and they cost so fucking much. And every time I lose a ball because one of
Yeah,
my
yeah,
straight hits,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like fuck. Oh, I lost like 5 balls on this hole. Like, okay, I guess I'll get another box or some shit. But
Did I tell you about my dad picking up balls in
oh yeah,
Japan?
yeah. I think they're
Yeah,
all
just
like
do
very
that.
expensive balls. Yeah, I keep looking. It's
Yeah.
like where are all the balls? I think like people
Not,
just pick
not,
them
not,
up.
not in America.
Yeah.
I think in Japan and in Korea, they're like
Mm,
considered like really posh sport. I mean, it is still
right.
quite a luxurious sport to play, but yeah, in those places where the hierarchy is absolutely different, like I'm pretty sure there are a lot of clean balls just laying on the field. Just pick those up.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's amazing. I love that story. I love it. I love that story. My dad just picking up balls in Japan.
Okay, I think we have a topic now. I think we have a
What,
topic.
touching grass?
Okay, here's the question: are there anything that you wished that you would have picked up as a kid? Like, let's say I don't know, pick up a instrument or like know how to do acrobatics or some shit like that. Okay, I'll start. For me, do. I actually want to be more musically in tune, figuratively and literally. Because whenever I sing, it's like, oh shit, I cannot sing, I cannot hold a note or whatever. And as I played a bit of trombone when I was back in high school, but that's where it
Oh,
stopped. I played it for like a year and it stopped. But I feel like if I continued like trombone or maybe piano or guitar, I would be a lot more like musically in tune and be more like creative, I guess. I don't know.
I think you could
yeah.
still learn it now.
Yes, I can, but now it feels. And I still do. I still want to learn an instrument. I think I want to learn guitar, but I feel like I we can learn something as a kid very easily, and um, it's kind of a shame that like, I didn't stick through it. I didn't stick with like an
I
instrument
mean,
or something like that.
not necessarily. I mean, if you still put in enough time, you could. But the
Yeah.
issue is, do you really want to learn guitar now, or do you
Right.
want to learn something else?
Oh. Oh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. I
I,
think
Yeah, but like, is
it.
guitar the thing that you actually want to do, though?
Right. I mean, it is. It is. It is. Like I want to be like acoustic guitar, like oh, and then I can like serenade people or some shit. But I
Okay.
guess the point is not the point. The barrier of me trying to learn it is that I don't have like a priority to do it, so I never do it,
Yeah.
and I'm too
Right.
lazy to do
Yeah.
it, and I don't have the motivation to. But like as a kid, like your life structure is determined for you. You cannot say no, or even if you say no, you still are put through the motion of it, right? Like the golf, for example, I was put through the motion, so there's some like muscle memory in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel
I
like
mean, I can get like. Let me just ask you this. Like,
mm,
just now, the past 2 hours we've been raging in League of Legends, right? Like, would you rather spend 1 hour and a half or something like that on guitar, or just raging for 2 hours with us? Like, see, that's your free time, right? You choose
right,
to play with us rather than get a coach and learn how to play guitar, right?
right, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
like
right.
for me, I'd rather rage and not pay someone
Because it
to
doesn't have
teach me
to.
how to play guitar.
Yeah, the it's comfortable for us to do whatever we're doing now already, right? And it's like out of my comfort zone to like learn an instrument.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's I just don't want to pay someone to learn something new.
Right, right, right.
I mean, it's like, I always tell my friends, oh, just go to YouTube, just learn from YouTube. But very honestly, I think having professional help like that matters
Oh, for
in some
sure,
of
for
the
sure.
sports. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it just you pick up a lot quicker.
yeah, and yeah, with any sport, if you really really want to get good at it, like getting a coach, uh, uh, definitely helps. Like you can tell people it's like, oh, this guy's trained, this guy's not trained, or whatever.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
So yesterday, me and the gang, we went to play tennis, right?
Mm.
Oh,
I'm not
it
part of the
was
thing.
like you're gonna be if you want to come out to the sun, but the sun was blazing hot. I was like having a heat stroke.
Oh,
Everyone was fucking
jeez.
dying. Everyone just sweating. It's like 30 something degree Hong Kong humid hot weather.
Ah,
We were
gross.
playing tennis. The issue is none of us know how to play tennis. So it took like a good half an hour to get the hang of stuff. Like
Uh-huh.
we would play for 3 hours, right? So at the end, like yes, we kind of get the gist, but at the same time, none of us really know how to hit the ball across the net.
Mm.
So after that, a few of us got really interested in the sport, and Carol is like, "All right, I'm just gonna go to those government agency. I'm gonna get a coach.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, like $200 or some shit like that. Go hire a coach and go teach me how to play tennis. And I'm gonna get onto it. Like that's a good mentality, you know.
Mm.
She's like, I like that sport. I want to learn it. I'm gonna get a coach. I'm gonna stick to that.
Right. I think
Like,
that is.
would you rather do that? Get a coach and right on the next day get a coach. Stick to that, or would you just spend 2 hours playing League with us? That's the question, Gabriel.
I do think that it really depends because sometimes I feel that I can be productive, and when I do that, there's an active choice of should I throw 2 hours of my day in the garbage can playing League, or I can go like do something productive, clean the house, change the litter box. Sometimes. Once in a blue moon, I change the litter
Wait,
box.
you don't change the litter
No,
box.
I do. That's why it's like, okay, this needs to get done, right? Like I do things that I know needs to get done, but like learning guitar, it doesn't need to get done. There's no like due date for it, right?
Yeah,
So there's no urgency. So that's why it like sucks as an adult. I want new skills, but I don't have the agency and urgency to make that happen. But I think
this is interesting.
But I think it's. I am trying to find old interests back. Actually, so today I went to play badminton, and there is in I live in Phoenix, and there's literally just one on Google Maps. There's two places that shows they have badminton courts, and one place.
Or is it all Chinese in there?
No, actually, it's Western owned. It's owned by a white guy, but then. There weren't many Chinese in there, but
really?
There are a lot of Indians. Indians are actually really good at badminton.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I've been here like 3 years, almost 4 years. I wanted to play badminton ever since like 3 years ago, but I have never went because I didn't have like the urgency to go. And it's like 30-minute drive away. So every time I'm like, okay, it's 30 minutes.
Right.
I don't want to do it, whatever.
It's not that bad, actually.
Because if you think about, if you travel in Hong Kong, like across the, to the badminton courts, it's going to be like an hour plus or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
but the thing is, we travel on bus and MTR, our mind can zone out. The issue with driving is you have to pay attention to everything around you.
Right.
So I guess,
Yeah. So.
But that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went today and then I played badminton the first time in 3 years. Oh my god, it was so fun. Like I was just even when I was waiting, I was like exhausted. I was watching the badminton play. I'm like, oh my god, I get to go next again. And so it's interesting that I have all these like skills that I want to learn, but also there are these skills that I want to relearn. But it is so hard to find the motivation for it.
Did you play with your friends?
Yeah, I had. I had my friend come, but it was so this court is only 4 courts in like this tiny gym, and then they would rotate out. So when a game is over, like another set of people go on, and then so
that's so kind of weird.
Yeah, and people can just show up whenever. So.
Because if you're matched with someone like with a higher skill point, like skill level, then that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
That's street badminton or something.
Yeah,
badminton. Yeah.
Oh, you guys keep switching and playing with strangers.
Well, no, we only play in our group because actually they're really good.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you mean you're gonna switch with other strangers.
I'm sure like if we asked like, hey, can we play with you guys? Like they would do it, but then I was kind of with like beginners today, so we were just like just kind of volley.
I don't want to go challenge anyone, but at the same time I want people to play seriously.
Right.
So that's the thing, because last time I played with other guys, and Jimmy brought his girlfriend Vanessa. Shout out to you, Vanessa, good lad. Fuck, she was so good at badminton.
Oh really?
I was getting played. I was just getting played. Like fuck, that was tough. I was just so happy, even though I lost. And I got fucking like juked around, but like fuck, she was good. Like I was having like genuine happy fun. it feels good to lose, even if you
Yeah.
like knowing that you tried your best, I guess.
Yeah, actually, so back in university, I used to play with my friend Matthew. Actually, he listens to our podcast, so shout out to Matthew as well.
And shout out to you, Matthew. You
So-
love that.
So he's a lot taller than me. I think he's like a head taller than me. He's a bit taller than Dustin. Okay, and then so
Ooh, that's huge.
and then the first time I played, I told him, "Oh, I'm not very good." But then it's like, okay, I think I can hold my ground because my badminton is all right, right? And then I played against him. I'm like, oh my god, this guy, his hands and legs were so fucking long. Like every time, like, oh, just a little bit more. And so whenever I play with him, I get so competitive because I'm like, oh shit, I know that I probably can hold my own, but every time he beats my ass. So we played a lot back in university, and we would always go play badminton, basketball, and I think, that's one thing I loved about my university. Despite not liking the location because it's kind of like a college town, if you want to get out of the city, you need like to Uber into the downtown or whatever, and then the closest big city is like 3 hours away in Chicago. So it is really desolated, but they have a really, really good gym. Their gym is huge. It is so huge that I think from one end, walking to the other end, it would take you at least like, I don't know, 15 minute, 20 minute or so. Actually,
I mean,
you've been there, right? Remember we tried to sneak you in?
Well, you're talking about. Oh my god, so many stories there.
Oh my god, we can talk about the story. Yeah.
We totally failed. We failed so hard.
Yeah. So okay. So this is back in was it sophomore year or junior year college? I forgot. Anyway, so I studied in Indiana, and then Elo studied in New York. And he was like, hey, what are you doing on spring break or something? It was like a week. And I'm like, nothing, I'm staying here. He's like, hey, let me come over. And I'm like, oh yeah, come through. Yeah,
No, I was literally thinking about this before our podcast today.
Oh, really?
You know, it sometimes haunts me, like at the back of my mind.
Okay.
So, like,
wait, is it that bad? What's the story?
Yeah, it's we.
Can we make it short? Can we make it short?
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll try to make it short. So the idea was he would spend a week with me in my single dorm room, and then I was like, hey, my friend is not here, so we can grab her mattress and you can stay with me. So we have 2 mattresses. And then he's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then I told him, oh, but it's super far away.
What?
we have to like take a bus there. It's like a 15-minute bus, but then we have to walk back like another 20 minutes with the mattress at night. and then so he was like, oh, I guess, okay, let's do it. And then so we got out of, it's from one building to another building that we have to go to, because I live, the mattress that I'm getting it is from a different dorm than my dorm. And so I think we walked not even like 5 minutes out, we see a cop car just like passing by. I'm like, oh god, do you think they'll come up to us? And then we're jokingly, no way, right? And then the cop car pulls up. He's like, hey, what are you doing?
What are you guys doing?
And he comes out like, hey, what's up? What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
You know, like,
then we're like,
bitch, can you see what we're doing? Holding a fucking mattress.
yeah. And I was like, oh, we're just carrying this mattress from this dorm to my dorm. And he's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, oh, but
Wait, why can't we do that?
yeah. And then I'm like, but it's my friend's, so we're just borrowing it, we're returning it. And then in my head it's like, oh, we're cool. And he's like, no, you.
Wait, what the
cannot.
fuck? What do you mean?
Oh, they're
can't
like,
do
it's
that?
on your furniture.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's not yours. It's the campus's.
Oh, that's
the
a
dorms.
fair point actually.
And then we're like, oh shit. And then he's like, oh, are you guys students? And then I'm like, oh, giving his ID. And then Ito wasn't a student, so it's like, oh, he's just visiting. So it's like super awkward. And then he's like, Then he's looking at me. I think he noted my thing down. He said, okay, return this mattress, and then you can leave. And
Oh,
then,
you guys had to return it?
yeah, we couldn't take it, and so we put it back. And
Oh my god.
and that
that's
night,
so
I think
awkward.
at that night we just returned to my dorm room. We stole some couches. We stole some pillows from the couch in my floor, and then
They
we
have
just
like a lounge room.
yeah from the lounge room, and then we
You stole like every single pill there.
and that's how we spent the night for Ela. And then
For
okay,
like that week.
Yeah.
For that week.
yeah, basically that week.
No
And then
way.
that wasn't the
Poor
only
pillows.
that wasn't the only like incident that happened. The other thing was the gym. Okay, And
Sure.
the gym normally, whenever I go in, they would take your card, scan it, and then let you go. They don't even look at the thing on the screen. But I guess since it's break time and there's a lot less students, they looked at the screen, and is not a student, right? And then we borrowed Disha's card,
Another
which is
friend's?
which is a girl, and then it's an Indian girl, and then we used her ID, and then they scanned it, and then she looked at it.
Who the hell
They
is
looked at
that?
Elon, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh my god.
And they're like, "Can you come over here to the
shit.
side?" And then we went to the side. We're like, "Oh fuck!" And they're like, "Oh, this is not your ID." It's like, and then I think we tried to pay it off. It's like, "Oh,
I don't
shit."
remember what I said. I said shit.
Yeah, like we were trying to pay it off. I was gonna say that we must have grabbed the wrong one, but then I think we're like, oh yeah, this is
Something
not
like that.
ours or some shit. And then it's like, oh yeah, you can't do that. And then so they kept
Oh my
they
god.
confiscated the ID, and then at the end we still had to pay like a daily fee to get into the gym because that time the whole point of us going there was to use the gym, right? And yeah.
Did he get in? Did he get in?
Yeah, he got in,
got it.
but he had to.
But not with the original way we
They
were
still let him get in.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
had to like pay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
had to
yeah.
pay, but with the car you don't need to pay. So that's
Oh.
why. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh.
but
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's better than like.
dude, it was so
I
awkward.
thought
It
you
was-
wouldn't
No, it
be
was
able
so
to go
bad.
in.
No,
was so
You
bad.
have to be there to understand the
The
awkwardness.
awkwardness.
It was so because it's
So
like
we're just standing there like,
Yeah.
for a good 30 seconds, just staring at the ID card. It's like, it's not yours. And I'm like, oh shit, what excuse should I give her? It was so bad.
and we didn't even like dispute it. We didn't even like try to say like, oh, we didn't even
No,
try to pay it
no,
off.
it's
We're like,
like-
okay,
We're like,
yeah.
why is it different? Wait a second. I thought I was an Indian girl. So my ID.
And you could be like, I identify as an Indian girl. And
Yeah.
what are you trying to do here? And then-
Are you discriminating against
and
me?
then the name is wrong and everything. It's just
Yeah.
terrible.
yeah, that's my
Oh my
identity.
god.
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean?
terrible.
If you don't let me in, you're not only sexist, you're racist.
I don't think
fuck you.
America was that woke back then.
Yeah, it
Not
was
yet.
it was
Oh,
before
I don't think it was.
it was before the
Oh,
woke
It
dude.
was before the all the other stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure
it was
now.
before
I'm
that.
sure now you can get away with it.
Yeah, right now it's like, did you assume that I was a male? And then they're like, oh shit, you better
This
go
was
in.
this was pre-surgery me. Okay, I'm changed women.
You turn white. I mean, you turn Asian.
Turn Asian, turn sex. The height is
Jesus.
different. Anyway,
What? He did the height surgery. Yeah. He they break the bone and extend a bit. That's Eli.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
you know-
learned that from that trip. I just learned that any sketchy thing I can't do with Gabriel. It's,
yeah, do not
we
do
will fail.
any illegal or like shortcut thing with me because we would
Yeah.
get in trouble.
we will
Well,
totally
it's
fail.
not that bad. I mean, he still got in, and
Yeah.
he couldn't play the sex card, couldn't do the transgender card, but unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, he still got in for a little price. But yeah, still worked.
Actually, the whole point of us mentioning this is that gym was like super big and like they
That
had
gym
everything.
was super big.
Oh, we going full circle. Huh? We
Yeah.
going full circle.
Like
It was
they,
really nice.
they had so many sections. They had like a wall climbing section, and then they have like a free weight section, and then you go out, and then there's a lot of machines, and then there is a badminton court next to the machines, and then there is like ping pong tables, and then if you go into another section, there's a whole new machine free weight section, and then there are basketball courts, swimming pool, diving pool. Holy shit!
But like,
It's
if you
crazy.
think about it, because your uni is so like
Yeah,
in like so far away from the city central, they have to have everything.
yeah. They literally
Like
have
I'm
everything there.
I'm gonna just assume that there's probably gonna be a really big cafeteria, gonna be like whatever you need you can get there. Like that's
Well,
kind of the point
cafeteria-
of your campus.
Wait,
Right?
was there
Yeah.
a cafeteria? I don't think.
They have to be food.
Well-
They have to be food.
I had like a little bit of
No,
fun.
the cafeterias were closed when because it was spring break. So
Because it was summer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
spring
yeah.
break.
Oh right, you
yeah.
have to go on the top, right? Like where was it like the biking lane place?
yeah,
It had a biking lane like a bridge, like
Yeah.
indoors. It's pretty cool. I remember.
Yeah.
Cause like
Uh,
for me, my uni is right in the city central, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause so there wasn't that many gym or whatever, right? I mean, you don't have to. There are gyms like local gyms outside, but the issue is yeah, we got a lot of food, like really good food, just inside the not necessarily cafeteria, but it's just like food court, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get different style of foods and all that. So yeah, in summertime everything is closed, so unfortunate. Good
Yeah.
fries though, really good fries.
Jerry and I haven't even said what we want to do
Oh
when we were
shit.
young. We
Oh
haven't
Oh,
shit.
you
Yeah.
wanna learn?
like only
It's
Gabriel
fine.
started.
Okay. Go.
I mean, no, not much. Not much. I mean, you just said that you used to play trombone or trumpet.
Yeah, trombone.
Yeah, in music class, right, Mr. Bennett,
Yeah,
right?
Mr. Brad. That was actually so fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the flute. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Wait,
but
we
I
didn't.
don't.
I don't think we did music
We're not
together.
in the same class.
Yeah.
No, there were no people from my grade that did music that year.
Oh,
That's why I was like sticking with like all the like people like 1 year above
I
me,
see.
like good guys, really nice guys. I just fuck around with them. So yeah, I hope I
Really?
pay more attention to like golf.
Uh,
But should we ask Eli? Like he didn't even.
Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. What
He
is
was
your?
gonna learn.
What is your like regret? I guess from your childhood not learning.
um, I would want to read my summer books.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
interesting.
remind me.
Interesting.
We need to
Uh,
talk about this
Okay.
next episode because
okay,
we
let's
do
talk
not have
about it
any
again.
time anymore this episode.
All
But
right.
we
Okay.
were reading some fucked up books. All right, hope everyone enjoyed our little story time with the three of us here. Go learn some new skills. Get up. Don't be like Gabriel and be lazy. Be careful and be productive and proactive to your sports and your mental health and whatever being. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this video to all your friends, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.